It's the start of a brand new month on Time About the Movies. We went to the month of March 1990, and we started off on a pretty positive note. We got two movies to look at. One is one that you probably are very well aware of. The other not so much, but we'll get into that one when we get into that one. But let's start with the one that came out that weekend, was the number one movie in the country. It's the first feature film adaptation of Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan novels. It's Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin in The Hunt for Red October.
The most brilliant commander in the Soviet Navy.
Rennie has trained most of their officer corps. He's nearly a legend in the submarine community.
The most deadly submarine ever built.
This thing could park a couple of hundred warheads off Washington. Nobody'd know a thing about it until it was all over.
And once more, we play our dangerous game with our old adversaries, the American Navy.
His plan is a mystery. A man with your responsibilities reading about the end of the world.
Apparently, he suffered a kind of nervous breakdown in which he announced his intention to fire his missiles on the United States.
He wants to help you hunt him down, kill him.
Open the outer doors, firing point procedures. We sail into history.
I'm gonna blow him right to Mars.
Rennie's might be trying to defect.
You're just an analyst. What can you possibly know what goes on in his mind?
I'll give you 3 days to prove your theory correct. I am not field personnel. I am only an analyst.
You're perfect.
I'm expendable. He's defecting. Willing to bet your life on that? From the best-selling novel by Tom Clancy, from the director of Die Hard. Give this man a chance.
My orders are specific.
Battle stations. Sean Connery, Alec Baldwin, James Earl Jones, Scott Glenn, Sam Neill. The Hunt for Red October.
Directed by John McTiernan, this was his first film after Die Hard. And like I said, this is the first movie based off of Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan series. There's really not much more I can say about this movie that hasn't already been said about it. It's not only a great action movie, it's one of the best spy thrillers ever. One of the best submarine movies ever made. There's actually a number of good submarine movies if you really think about it. Das Boot, Crimson Tide, U-571, even something like Down Periscope, which is a comedy, but it's a really good submarine comedy starring Kelsey Grammer. But we'll get to that one when we get to 96. But Hunt for Red October is a great movie. Sean Connery playing the Soviet captain who goes rogue is great. Alec Baldwin playing Jack Ryan is really good. You also have Scott Glenn, James Earl Jones, Sam Neill. You also saw in there guys like Jeffrey Jones from Beetlejuice. Tim Curry's also in this movie. Who else is in here? You also have Gates McFadden from Star Trek The Next Generation in this. Great cast all around. Great movie. Just a great movie in general. Like, it's amazing what they're able to do with just the water and these submarines. Like, the thrills are very good. The movie still holds up to this very day. The visuals are very impressive. The music by Basil Polidoris is very good. The cinematography is very good. I mean, it's a great movie that really just, every time you watch it, you get thrills and chills. Like, you really are invested in what's going on here and how this movie is going to pan out in the end. And I got nothing else to say, man. It's just a great movie all around. Fantastic movie. I actually do like all the Jack Ryan movies. I like the ones with Harrison Ford. Actually, I take that back. I like the two Harrison Ford ones. I like the one with Chris Pine, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, last one that came out. I even like the John Krasinski series that's on Amazon. The only one I don't like, and it's not because of Ben Affleck as Jack Ryan, it's The Sum of All Fears. That's the one that I don't like in that series. I really hated it when I first saw it in theaters. It's just not a good movie to me. I know some people like it, but I really don't like that one. But for the most part, the Jack Ryan series has been very strong. This movie is just a great movie. It's one of the best spy thrillers ever made. And they got better with the Harrison Ford movies, which we'll get to when we get to 92 and 94. But this is a great starting point. I mean, Alec Baldwin, like I said, is great as Jack Ryan. Sean Connery is great in this. It's just a great movie. Just a great action movie. If you haven't seen The Hunt for Red October, I definitely recommend you check it out. So that's my thoughts on The Hunt for Red October. So let's go ahead and move on to the second film, and that's Gerard Depardieu in Too Beautiful to Love. Or Too Beautiful for You. I knew as soon as they said the title, I thought, that wasn't right. That didn't sound right. But, like I said, this is Gerard Depardieu in Too Beautiful for You.
Meet Bernard, a BMW dealer. His loving wife, rich, pampered, and beautiful. His mistress, a new secretary at the office. Something is wrong here.
Comment est-ce possible?
Elle est belle. Elle est tarte.
Oh là 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 là.
Once again, film director Bertrand Blier explores the subjects of love and sex.
Belle, c'est peut-être pas le mot, mais sympa.
Je claque dans les doigts, il arrive. C'est mon mec. Vous pouvez pas me le prêter encore un tout petit peu. Il est bien avec moi.
Too beautiful for you.
Excusez-moi. J'ai un peu vomi sur la banquette. Je vais faire changer de banquette et garder mon mari.
C'est de voir toutes les moments heureuses. Toutes leurs affluent des fleurs.
Je viens de faire l'amour pendant 3 heures. 3 heures inoubliables. J'en ai encore des crampes nerveuses.
The hottest French comedy of the year.
Arrête, je te dis.
Mais c'est pas moi, c'est mon cul. Il répond plus aux hommes. Regarde. Il bouge tout seul.
Gerard Depardieu. Carol Bouquet. Josiane Balasco. Too beautiful for you.
I mean, the plot for this movie really is nothing all that impressive. I mean, it's something that we've seen done over and over again. But is like a handsome-looking guy has a beautiful wife, but he also has a mistress on the side, and this is just the crazy misadventures that he has, trying to deal with his relationship with his wife and also this mistress. I haven't seen it before, but the trailer didn't look that bad. I mean, it does look like it looks pretty generic, but I did get some legitimate laughs in this. I like some of the visual cinematography going on here. The editing doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks very generic. It looks very formulaic, but everyone here looks like they're giving it their all. And like I said, there were a couple legitimately good laughs during the trailer here. So I don't know. Maybe it might be something I might check out one day. I'm not gonna rush out to see it, but thought I'd talk about it. So that is Too Beautiful for You with Gerard Depardieu. So with that said, that's going to wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies. Next time around, we've got a good assortment of movies to look at. We have Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan in the comedy Joe vs. the Volcano, House Party starring Kid and Play, Bad Influence, The Handmaid's Tale, The Last of the Finest, The Coupe de Ville, and Body Chemistry. So we got 7 movies to look at next time around, and we'll definitely check those out. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, if you want to see more videos like this, check out the playlist on the next page, check out the previous episode, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another new episode. So until then, take care.